We must stay present and currently be living what we teach. Hypothetical is hypocritical. If you're not really living it, your energy isn't going to be accepted by the person you're teaching. So to personify the teaching means moment by moment, coming from one task to another, flow state to flow state, presence to presence, even, especially in the most difficult moments, because that pain teaches us. I learned everything from those painful moments, how to act, how to react, how to stop and be present, learn the lesson. There's too much to be learned right there. So many just want the system. They want the system that works. They want to gain some career that pushes them forward. The only career you have in this life is to heal what ails you internally. That real pain you have inside of you. Heal that and then gift it to others. So like I've said, our life's purpose, yours and mine, is to create the man you admire in every way. Unbiasedly, the man you admire in every way, so that you can just give him away. Give him to the world. So many are just filling their tank. I hate that fucking God. I hate that quote. I'm doing me. Or that saying, I'm just working on me. I'm doing me. Because just filling your tank is pure selfishness that leads to nothing. You want to make $1 billion, help 1 billion people. And it's not about money at that point. You'll realize none of this is. The workout's not about the aesthetics. The work you give to the world, your purpose is not about financial compensation. It's about helping others. But you have to gain the financial compensation. You have to get the aesthetics to finally be able to see that that's not what you were after all along. Because it never will suffice. Never. There's never going to be enough. If you measure backwards, it's the only way to see how far you've come. And you gotta fill tanks, filling other people's tanks. I fill 1 million tanks with this. So obviously, I'm compensated as such. You're gifting what cures your pain. You're gifting to the world the answers you found on your journey, otherwise known as the hero's journey. This is all we're after. Like I said, hypothetical is motherfucking hypocritical, and it makes me sick. You guys are falling victim to false teachers with false teachings. They don't live up. Look at him. If that dude knew that so well, why is he there? To know what not to do is not to know. Only listen to those that are in the position you want to be in. Those are your teachers. And when you're ready to learn, a teacher will appear. When you're ready for growth, you will look in that mirror. You will tell yourself what's wrong with you and what needs to change. I changed my entire life in this manner. I was the exact opposite of everything I teach you guys. And I found out that was fucking bullshit. Straight up bullshit. Yes, I learned the wrong way. Yes, I thought that was my path. I thought my path was to capitalize and be violent and just get it however I could. A lot of people still think that way. It's foolish. It'll end in nothing but pain. But the pain teaches. So, is that your route? Maybe. Unless you listen to someone who's been there and can steer you away from this fucking bullshit. Staying present and finding yourself needs a plan. It needs a process. And this is what I teach. And it's no different than what people have been teaching since the dawn of time, all the way back to Marcus Aurelius. The same shit. I didn't even study Stoic philosophies in the pit. Didn't even know about it. In the penitentiary, you're just living in that manner. It's prison fucking politics that match up with Stoic philosophies. It's not about you, it's about us as a whole. You get up, you reflect upon yourself and your life. You're not told to reflect, but when you're in fucking pain and you're suffering, consciousness awakes. Suffering is so worthy. And then when you learn to be grateful. When you truly learn to be grateful at the bottom, then you can be grateful at the top. And trust me, it's still a struggle. I was ungrateful this morning. I was sitting there going through scenarios, and I had to measure backwards and say, look how far you fucking come. What the fuck? You have to consistently check yourself. Growth is when we constantly look at what we're doing wrong. That's how we change. Anything else is that victim mindset, that everything's against you. Got a message from someone this morning. I'm homeless. How do I do this? It's only me. Motherfucker, it was only me back then. What the fuck? Surrounded by a bunch of people in the pen, but detached. I got up every morning to spend time with me because I always wanted that true loving connection. So I decided to give it to myself. I had nobody else to give it to. Once I gave it to myself, I saw it in everybody else. Once I truly loved myself, I drew it in. That's why all my clients in those transformations that crush it, their family starts crushing it. My wife started killing it. The people around you notice your energy so that no words are needed. They'll ask you. They'll ask you when they see the results you're getting. When they feel the energy you have, the change within you, the true change. Energy exchange. This is different. This feels different. It feels better. There's no fucking downside. You have to fucking be honest. Extinguish all regretful acts. Everything you regret, if you get rid of it fucking now, your life will change drastically. The things you regret are essentially the covers to the trauma that you've had. So all the acts that you're partaking in that you regret, you're partaking in those acts during moments of pain and weakness. Overeating, drinking, drug consumption, anger. This is what's happening when you're feeling weak. Let's strengthen you. Let's strengthen you daily so you don't feel weak. And during those moments, you make the right decision because you're strong enough to make it. I've been through it all. And I didn't change my process. Never fucking deviated from my process from the very bottom to the top. Because it works. You have to work. You have to earn it. None of this is free. Let's go. There's no such thing as work-life balance. No.
Just fucking do it. Subscribe now. Nobody's held you accountable. Your board will hold you accountable. You don't get deals done, they're going to leave you. This system is built, remember, first of all, Sam Walton said it's about setting expectations. Second of all, Jack Welch said it's about self-confidence. Remember? But it's holding yourself accountable. What gets measured gets accomplished. What gets measured gets accomplished. Just like nobody's held accountable anymore. That's an exaggeration. Almost nobody. And when 20 to 40% of all the businesses close down in 2 or 3 years, they're expecting a shortfall. Unemployment of 250,000 people from the North Sea employees from Aberdeen. 250,000 people getting fired up here. There's a lot of people. The last time this happened, we had PhD engineers applying for Kim's job. Unemployment is going to be, and I feel sorry. Because it's like in that movie, you can't take the truth. the average human being can't take the truth. You're fucking right. And I'm a truth hunter. If I'm not hurting you, I'm not doing the right job. Emotionally. I'm not doing the right job. I'm being disingenuous. And I certainly, because I'm not here to make friends. I mean, if and you're not friends with your board members. You're not mates. You're not none of that shit. You got to be able to put a cap on a quilt in his head anytime. Metaphorically. Just fucking do it. Subscribe now. Track records. The gal that Jason made CEO of his IT company was first class. Well, I mean, she knew the company better than Jason did in 10 years and 8 months or 10 months. But it's all based on track record, and you'll be able to lure into your Venus flytrap, into your vortex, because they will not gotten